have a confession. Okay, so wow, I'm going to share this with you. A confession about an indulgence that I have. Some people might see it as a problem. I don't see it as a problem. So it's a luxury indulgence. It's actually could be a problem. I should I tell them? I love Dior. Everything about Dior. Love, love, love Dior. Why am I sharing this with you? Because a lot of people, what I found, which is really bizarre, feel bad about having an indulgence, something, some luxury thing, especially people in the wellness industry. It's bizarre. It blows me away. I see so many people in the wellness industry, spiritual workers, light workers, people that are doing yoga and meditation and stuff like that, that just come from a place of lack. And I'm definitely don't come from a place of lack. I think there's abundance for everyone. And I hope that's a little bit controversial because I'm always saying there is no such thing as lack, only abundance. So I have this indulgence with your. I'm going to turn this so you can see slightly to see that I have an obsession. I have like things that I love. I have boxes all through my studio and items of Dior, Dior, Dior. Like my biggest dream would be, isn't this, to be a Dior ambassador, to represent Dior like the real woman who really shops for luxury and enjoys it, not just those they think it's unattainable. Because I've taken people on experiences where they can have a taste of luxury, and I think it's so important for building your self-esteem and self-confidence. For example, I used to have couture days in Paris, and I still have them. They're one-on-one experiences with clients where I bring them to their dream place. And I had one lady who dreamt Chanel. I love Chanel. And I'll explain to you why these brands in a minute as well and why I love Dior. But she loved Chanel. So we brought her into the store and she had this whole experience of trying on clothes, having that like one-on-one service where you're feeling so special and so unique that it builds this energy inside of you. It builds you to feel better. Now, back to Dior, because I love my Dior, and I'm going to share my very first, because there's a story behind this. Stick with me if you're interested. Dior. Now, Dior is classic. Dior lasts forever. Dior is like it's a symbol of where you're at in life. And I enjoy those things unapologetically. I enjoy quality, beautiful things. And for me, Dior represents that. And so for all of those people out there that want to see, it makes me giddy like a little girl when I go into the Dior store and when I have the whole experience because it's all about an experience as well. Even if you're not in the position yet where you feel worthy of having something like this, I would highly recommend going into a Dior store and allowing yourself the experience of browsing and dreaming. They want you to dream. They want you to want to attain more. They're about that. Monsieur Christian Dior was about elegance and style and a lasting piece. Maybe not so much about an abundance, but a quality piece. You have to see these shoes. So these are my very first shoes I dreamed of. Sorry, it's the crackling of the paper. They come in their own little, I call them sleeping bags. But this, when I tried these on in the store and I was getting help, I had a glass of champagne, which I love, and I was eating the macaron as well. Oh, c'est très bon. Magnifique. Super. And I put these shoes on. Look at these beautiful pieces of artwork. And maybe some of you are saying, oh, why this indulgence? Because when I put on these shoes, I feel different. I feel, how do I describe this? Like a little girl whose dreams have come true. And it doesn't matter how many shoes I have. Every experience is that where I feel special every time I go to this place. I love the whole experience J'adore Dior. Oui, c'est moi. I love it. I remember when I got my very first handbag. I'm going to share with you because this not unattainable. See this? My very first Dior bag, a classic, a timeless piece that when I'm carrying that, I feel good. And some people will say, well, that's not important to attach yourself to something outside of yourself to make yourself feel good. And you're partly right because the whole experience isn't just about what makes you feel good by having something on the outside, but it sure helps. I know I feel different when I put on that certain piece of clothing or those certain shoes or carry that handbag. And sometimes just getting to that point to feel better about yourself requires a little piece of the outside. And I hope this is controversial. I hope people chime in and say, BS. I don't believe you. And I will challenge you on that because I will show you even that nice things have a vibrational frequency about them because they're made with love and quality and time and energy. And it is a vibrational state. I'll argue with you all day long about it if you want. Please, please, please say something to me on here. I love Dior. Unapologetically will always be a Dior lady. And I would invite any of you to go have an experience. Take the time this week to go someplace nice that feels a little bit out of reach. Because when you go to these places, and I have so much evidence of it from all my clients and even myself, when you give yourself permission to step into that space of something that feels unattainable and you look and you touch and you enjoy the experience, something within you gets activated and the energy in you starts to move and you start to shift and tell yourself when you're in there, I am worthy of this experience. I can afford to have this experience. You can afford to have it, whatever it may be. Maybe it's not Dior, maybe it's not Chanel, maybe it's not Louis Vuitton, maybe it's not Yves Saint Laurent, maybe it's not, but perhaps it's just something a little outside your comfort zone. Okay? Gift yourself that opportunity as you're moving through this new year. Thank you for allowing me to share my luxury indulgence with you. I love you all. See you soon. Please like, comment below, and just engage. Let's talk about this subject.